Finally, the plan has come to pass. Greetings everyone and welcome to Collector Corps. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Kree Sentry Captain Marvel Wave Talos. So this is obviously the movie wave and yeah, there's not really much to preamble about. Let's just get into the figure. And so here he is, Talos in all his Skrull leader glory. And yeah, there's a lot of reuse here, surprisingly. So basically everything except for the hands and head is reuse, as far as I'm aware, from Loki, from the, I think it was the Infinity War 2-pack. I'm not completely sure which 2-pack it was, but there was a Loki in a 2-pack. This is mostly reused from him, though you wouldn't at a glance be able to actually tell. The colour scheme actually really works for like just breaking up the overall design. It's very bandagey. It's kind of boring, but there is a lot of detail, like fine, it almost looks like wood or leather maybe. Just, it's a really nice material design, and overall just, it looks like him. It looks like Talos. I can't really remember what he looks like in the film enough to say, oh, well, this is wrong and this is wrong, you know, this shouldn't have a glove, this should have a glove, or something like that. To me, this is Talos, pretty plain and simple, and I think it does help how good the face actually is. If I bring that right up to the camera, that is Talos, pretty down to every detail. Like, even, it's not going to focus, is it? But there is a lot of detail just on the head, just printed there, and I really like it. It really breaks up the overall look, as well as like connecting it to everything else. You know, the green stands out pretty heavily, but the purple on the face really does bring it all back. It's a really good looking figure overall. So moving on to articulation, well, of course, it's a Marvel Legends figure. We have a ball and hinge at the neck, goes up, okay, I suppose, goes down, does bury the chin, in fact. I can try and get that better angle. Does bury the chin. It's kind of hard to show on camera, or at least with my setup, but yeah, buries the chin, very nice. You've got pretty much full range despite the collar, and, you know, overall it's pretty good. At the torso, I think there is something actually in there, but if there is, it doesn't really give. It might just be because of the jacket overlay, but in any case, there isn't really anything there. At the waist, you do have rotation, which goes all the way around. It does technically break the sculpt, but you can't really tell because of the overlay, which does also, I'll get back to it, but it is kind of traffic cone situation. It's not ideal, but, you know, it hides some of the articulation in a good way, so I'm pretty much fine with it. At the arm, we have out. We have, oh, there we go. It is a rubbery material, and it does seem that I've taken it off, actually. I seem to have unpinned it. You know what? We'll just remove this from him for now. That doesn't actually look too bad, honestly. But yeah, you've got out. Actually, you can go up, basically, with that. That's pretty good. You've got all the way around. It isn't really blocked by the jacket, but it does make it easier to do it like this, and especially when it unbuttons. But then you have a bicep swivel, which pretty good. You've got double elbow, goes all the way. That's actually kind of incredible. That's pretty much as far as it could feasibly go. Like, that's impressive, actually. And then at the wrist, you have swivel and side to side. It's not a weapon holding hand. I'm perfectly fine with this. It doesn't come with accessories. So, yeah, overall, that's pretty good. At the leg, you have, let me move the arm out of the way, out a little bit past 45, that's fine. There is a swivel at the thigh. I always forget what that is for some reason. Double knee goes past 90. It's reasonable, it's alright. And then moving all the way down to the bottom of the foot, we have forward hinge, back hinge, and then forward facing pin for rocker. Very good, pretty basic stuff, but overall, you know, it works. It's a good standing figure. It's actually easier than a lot of figures that I have, probably because of how big these shoes are, but in any case, works pretty well. There's no accessories unless you want to count the jacket, which is removable, but we do have a Build-A-Figure part for the Kree Sentry. It's a leg, a left leg by the looks of it. Double knee. Okay, we've got forward and back, and then I guess a down-facing pivot? I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's a leg. It's a leg. And then for size comparisons, we of course have the Marvel Legends Carol Danvers. This is the card back. This isn't the wave version of it, but it's the same figure. And yeah, it works. I'm perfectly happy with that. The size is there. I'm not a stickler in a lot of ways for like heights between characters from the same films a lot of the time, but yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then of course, Gamer vs Iron Man. They're about the same height, which I think isn't exactly inaccurate. I think of him as being a little bit taller. You know, Talos he's an alien. He's supposed to be a little bit abnormal. He's got long arms. He's got a bit of a taller physique. I'm fine with this. I like it, and yeah, overall it works. And then for a mixed display, we of course have the Star Wars Black Series Stormtrooper First Edition and the Jazzwares Fortnite Fish Stick. I like it. I think it works. I could definitely see these having conflict in the wider galaxy, and yeah, I think it's good. I think it works. And so that is the end of this review. I'm very mixed on this figure. I think it looks good. It definitely fits in with the wider Marvel Legends shelf. And quite honestly, I don't think I'm going to be keeping him there for that long. Mostly because I kind of want to make a more MCU-styled version of the Super Skrull. And that's kind of the perfect head and hands for it. So I might be kit bashing him a little bit, but in any case, that is going to be it for this review. So thanks for watching, like it if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new around here, and ring that bell to get notified of every new video. I upload a new review every Tuesday and Friday, as well as other videos sprinkled in throughout the week. And yeah, otherwise that's going to be it from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!